that you have what you seek.
I suppose this is the point where I forgive you, where I kill you.
Have you decided?
To be honest, I don't think I can do either. There's still a part of me that is so angry that it'll always be. It'll always be angry. But no. You are not the one who needs to die. I do see that. Look. Everything that's happened between us.
No need to explain. Not to me. Not for that. I do not regret saving your life, and never will. But the choice between life and death should have been yours to make. I should not have robbed you of that choice.
Neat dog, name of the dragon. I do not know why a creature such as this would be so devoted to guarding the roots of a tree, but she gave her life in their defense. Odin exploited Niorhok's purpose, protecting the roots of the war tree, to guard the curse he placed upon Freya. To use an otherwise innocent being's nature to lead it to destruction is a vile practice. I do not regret slaying Niorhok to gain Freya's freedom, but how many others are in the unwitting service of Odin? How many more will lie dead because of it? Damn, Odin is such a pimp.
myself again. I suppose it's time to face my brother.
And after that?
I don't know. It's been a long time since I've had a choice. Let me live with that for a moment.
Freya continues to pursue us, seeking revenge for the death of her son, Baldur. I do not wish to fight her. She was a friend, but I will defend myself if she forces my hand. I do not see a peaceful resolution to our situation. Though I tried for so long to avoid it, we were forced to confront Freya head-on. For the time being, she has stayed her blade, and I have agreed to travel with her to Vanaheim. I do not believe she will ever forgive me, but perhaps our journey will give her time to reconsider her need for vengeance. Our journey in Vanaheim was successful in breaking Odin's curse on Freya, and in allowing us to forge a new alliance. With her anger now focused on Odin, perhaps we can free ourselves of his influence altogether. I am relieved to think of her as a friend once more. I can imagine no more formidable ally. Yeah.
Look, over there. We can take this way back to the camp. I can help with the vines. Now embed your blades into the glowing vines and light it.
Your brother seemed open to your return.
Oh, I'm sure he'd love nothing more than for everything to go back to how it was, leaving the responsibilities of leadership to me. Send Odin my regards.
You use your anger effectively.
Well, you learn to use what you have. It's not as though I want to be angry with Freyr. He's my brother. He was the most important person in the world to me for half my life. These plants are the same as those we saw earlier. Frost should make quick work of their poison. I think we'll need to adjust our strategy since there's more than one. Let's try using a sigil. Now the sigil should hold the frost, even in the axe's absence. Well done. Watch out, those are wisps. Powerful manifestations of runic magic. Could I ever think of this place as home again? After all that's happened. We don't have the equipment for this. Skull and Hadi are in Vanaheim?
We learned the giants rescued them from Odin and brought them here.
And look, the sunlight wakes the sleeping roots. See how they stretch to welcome the sun? Beautiful, no? A far cry from the sheets of Midgard snow I've grown accustomed to. The Eastern Migration. It's just as I remember it. At least the whole realm hasn't fallen to predators and occupiers. I guess there's still something to be fought for here. Something to defend even after so much damage has been done.
In a realm of peace, there is only one crime, a disruption of that peace. Look about you. The land and its people in harmony, in balance, as constant as the sun and the moon. Yet balance is precarious. Balance is easily lost. Cruelty, vanity, selfishness, these are the forces that would disrupt Vanaheim's harmony. These are the forces of the Aesir. We are a peaceful people, but peace cannot endure without force to protect it. Yeah, it's always right. We cannot we cannot preserve peace if we don't use force. We've met Freya, the brother of Freya, in Vanaheim. He is an unusual god. An what? Rogush. Not as impressive as his sister, yet his allies seem loyal, and include many I would not. I expect, yeah, and include many I would not expect to cooperate. He does not resemble any great leader I've known, nor does he share their strengths. What makes him so able to unite former enemies, and will it work with Freya? Fear. I am not certain he will prove as useful to us as Atreus hoped, either as a leader or as a source of information, though perhaps with patience he will recover himself. Most importantly, he seeks neither war nor revenge for the suffering visited upon him. In this I am grateful. Durlan, a minor official of the Draven city near Valir, at one time an ally of Faith in an effort to resist Odin, now he numbs his failures in drink. Yet it appears he has aided us with a map to Tyr's location. Also, his sea creature, Dinner, gave Atreus an unusual stone. Okay.
Maybe that goes for Freyr, too. You won't be able to damage it without destroying the mother. It's a large bulbous thing. You can't miss it. My sigils can break through their shields! They're defenseless now! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Behind you! Enemy behind you, Kratos! Behind you! So much has happened since I last saw Freyr. I'm not even sure where to begin.
What do you want from him?
An apology would be a start. I want to forgive him. I'd like to think he's changed. He's all I have left now. Did you ever apologize to Deimos?
It is difficult to seek forgiveness when you feel unworthy.
Now, how to get across? My sigil arrow should be able to carry the fire across the river to reach the bramble.
Forgiveness can be powerful, even for the unworthy. My wife Faye taught me that.
Well, be glad you have a spouse to remember fondly. Enemies on the left! Shield strike now! Cycross behind you!
It avoids every attack!
Enemy behind you! All my former spouse taught me was that there's no limit to the depth to which a soul can sink into darkness. Tricked me into marriage to spare my home and took my home just the same. Scattered my people to the wind. Maybe it's time somebody drew the line. Maybe it's time someone makes Groa's prophecy come true.
I will not wish for war, Freya.
War is a terrible thing, Kratos. But some things are even worse. You know, if Atreus rushes to Ragnarok, you may not be able to stop him.
I will.
And if you fail?
I have prepared him to survive without me, if he must.
Watch for the plants. They like me, but strangers not so much.
I see that.
So what's next for you, if not preparing for war?
I do not know, but I will take no chances with Atreus.
Well, you may want to think fast, unless you want someone to make that choice for you.
Ready?
As I ever will be.
No. It really is you. You've returned to us at last.
Yes.
Let's celebrate. You reclaim the throne. We'll rebuild. Me and you against the world. Huh? Just like the old days.
I'm not staying.
I don't understand. You're here. Maybe together we can take back what's ours.
I only just got back what's mine. I still have work to do.
You've seen what's left of the realm, right? Do we really mean that little to you?
You question my loyalty? Vanaheim turned its back on me.
Oh, you still can't let go of that old fight?
It was my duty to save as many of our people as possible. My responsibility. One you didn't take seriously then, and from the looks of it, one you don't now.
You think this is a game to me?
Yeah.
We lost everything to that maniac you called husband. The man's family set me on fire. How did you expect me to react?
Like my brother! Like the boy that used to have my back no matter what! And who I always supported no matter how selfish his choices. I expected you to come and find me. That no matter how hurt or angry, you wouldn't abandon me when I needed you the most.
Freya, please. I thought you were dead. I've had to live lifetimes with those last awful words I said to you. Have any idea what that's like? Knowing that your own selfishness hurt the person that you cared about the most. Abandon you. Oh, Freya. I mourned you. Oh, I've missed you so much.
And I you, Ingvi. But I won't bind myself to another realm when I finally have my freedom. I'll send help, though. And I will come back. I promise.
This hasn't been your home for a long time, has it? Do what you gotta do.
All right, that's enough. Ain't y'all got nothing better to do than gawking at family sorting squabbles? Come on, you two. Not you. Got a few things to square with you. Second is that sigil magic I smell on your bow. Reckon that's an idea I'll steal. How's about I set you up with some sonic mojo? Call it a trade.
Very well.
Third of all, if you ain't staying here, bears mentioning that Sindri and I find ourselves running a flop house for unemployed gods. If you're done freezing your backside off in Midgard, maybe come back with Beardo there. Check up on your old pal Tyr.
That's kind of you, Brock. I may do just that.
Well, all right then. I'll meet y'all back at the house. Blessing you want me to fix anything up first.
Well, brother, care to meet our new allies? Or shall we depart?
You suppose that big fella who trapped me might want to help me with a thing?
Mayhaps. Now and again, he's in the mood to make useful.
What is it?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time tinkering up and down the river delta once Odin's army came to town. I lit out of there faster than a tassel worm with its bottom ablaze. So frazzled I accidentally left behind a few irreplaceables.
What? Irreplaceables?
Well, just one, really. An orb. I'd be mighty grateful if you would find it.
What is it?
And if you come across any of my old, beautifully rusted armor pieces, I'll use the scrap to whip up something specially suited just for you.
What is the orb?
Just bring it back here and you'll make me happy as a sunbeam. Oh, and don't forget to keep an eye out for my old armor. I'll fix it up for you, free of charge.
What sort of orb do you imagine we're looking for, brother?
I do not know.
How did a traveler come to follow my brother?
The truth I pledged my life to, it was a lie. Lord Freyr put what was left of me back together. Gave me something real to believe in.
That's Freyr, the Lord of Second Chances.
He saved me. Gave me a family. A purpose. And I will gladly die for both.
Thank you. He's lucky to have you. Tell me about the camp dog.
Lord Freyr found her half dead in the jungle. She probably escaped the Blothunde breeding farm north of here. We all told him she was beyond saving. But he never gave up. She healed. Sense.
She's a sweet girl.
She's pure of heart. Believes in your goodness, even if you don't.
You still owe me the story of who made these things. No. No refunds. Come back if you need more crap. Let's do it. That'll put some hurt on them. You make up your mind? Damn! Am I good or what? About time I had something to do. And Lady Freya? What are you looking for? And now for the goddess. This'll draw attention from your face, at least. Actually, looks pretty good on you. Now, don't let anyone tell you I can't handle delicate work. Can't see. panache for you. You know what you want? These'll look real nice in my collection. Lucky for you, I'm still buying. Yeah, I'll take your crap. Hand it over already. Yeah, I'll take it. Let's make something then.
Should we ask him?
Don't be rude.
What's rude about asking for help?
Big Veer, my love. Focus on your work. You need to weave those tighter.
Looking for something? We can head out the way we came. An old Vanaheim lullaby. Done exploring, Kratos? I remember where to look for a gateway. Follow me.
Well, you two seem to be getting on since completing your mission. Dare I hope this alliance has some staying power after all?
It seems to me we share a common enemy. Kratos, you may not accept that Ragnarok is inevitable, but you're smart enough to know Odin is a threat. Whatever comes next, our best chance of surviving it is to work together. Do you agree?
I do.
Then as to Brock's offer, you can imagine staying under the same roof as a couple former enemies? No further temptations towards terrible vengeance?
Not against you. Either of you. You have my word.